Can you say it now?
I want a moment with bliss. That's me saying it, for the record.
WTF! WTF!
Yes, hello, Rusev did beat Daniel Bryan. Do not scratch your eyes. It's a thing that happened, and this here bottle of whiskey was full when I arrived in the office today. Everybody get your cocks out and celebrate. It's time for all the WTF moments from a wonderful episode of SmackDown Live. And we kick things off with Paige, who is apparently now known as the Boss Lady, which has me questioning what does that mean Sasha Banks is, a bloke? And sticking with Paige, we have the moment where she claimed that we got to witness the first co-branded pay-per-view. That's we got to see the first co-branded pay-per-view, even though we've seen 2 of the bloody things in the last 4 weeks-ish alone. So how can that one be the first? And from WWE standpoint, why on earth would you want to brag that Backlash 2018 is the first of a brand new thing, and we have many more of these brand new things to come, when Backlash 2018 was an absolute abomination? And sticking with Paige for 3s up on this banjo, she then called Backlash 2018 a smashing success. That's a smashing success, and I have no idea what is real in this life anymore. Although I guess this moment is down to what Paige meant by the word smashing. If she meant excellent, she couldn't be more wrong, but if she meant smashing our hopes, our dreams and expectations down into the ground and killing them, kill, she couldn't be more right. She'd be bang on the money. It's an Adam Pacitti fan. Oh, Tom Phillips, your cover-up mission didn't quite work, did it? Who on earth was the person to cash in Money in the Bank on Jeff Hardy in 2009? We all know who it was. It was... bollocks. They're onto us. Made a grave mistake, Corey. So then, in a match that involves Jeffrey Hardy, who of course is some sort of vampire because he never ages, Corey Graves decides to make a big old hoo-ha how when it comes to The Miz, who was facing Jeff Hardy in this match, there's no substitute for experience in the ring. He knows his way all around that ring and all that stuff related to doing the grabs for a very long time. Now, of course, this point from Corey Graves would have worked if The Miz was in there with just about anybody else from SmackDown Live's men's roster, but the fact he was in there with Jeff Hardy just means it makes no sense whatsoever. Jeff Hardy started wrestling as soon as his feet touched the ground after he fell out of his mother's womb. He debuted in 1993, which was a period of time when The Miz presumably was still having his arse wiped by his mother. Maybe. And an interesting fact about Jeff Hardy's younger days in the WWE ring, back in 1994, he wrestled a match by the name of Keith Davis. Keith, that's a bloke that works in IT or something, or your dad who's really boring, never has a name, be more of an oxymoron. A ginger Irishman eating Lucky Charms? Jesus Christ, I hope the problem with the poo guy doesn't have an Irish cousin, or we are buggered. Or you could say that Sheamus there would fit into The Simpsons like a duck to water, because that is a show just brimmed with many a stereotype. I feel I've dug myself quite a hole here. Oh, sorry Sheamus, but a Chelsea team unbeaten in 5, winning their last 4 games, beating a Liverpool team who are quite clearly saving themselves for a Champions League final is not an upset no matter what you say. Although, if we're sticking with the stereotype thing, Sheamus did a wonderful job of fitting the stereotype of a Liverpool fan because he was being a delusional bastard. Liverpool ruled the world. That's how a Scouser speaks. But then, all of a sudden, Sheamus is now general manager somehow because he's booking matches, throwing his tag team partner in The Bar. Oh, it's been a while since I did that. Swiss turned it into a match with Xavier Woods without even thinking of consulting Paige. There's no doubt about it, upon seeing this, Paige would have said, Sheamus, what are you doing? No one can make a fool out of The Bar 2 weeks in a row, apparently, unless your name is Titus Worldwide, never forget. And then we have the moment where The Bar found many pancakes in their gear bags, even though we can clearly see their entrance gear is on the wall behind them. They never wear those jackets in public. I've never seen them on social media, so they must carry their entrance gear in their gear bags. So if they're there, where's their little swimming trunks? Now I know that Chris Jericho is back in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I fail to believe SmackDown Live when they claim the chaos is arriving. So we learnt last night that Shinsuke Cockknocker has not been cleared for action, days removed from Backlash 2018. In my mind, had one thought. Do you reckon when that doctor had Nakamura's knackers in his hands, Shinsuke was like, sorry, no speak English? Sean Connery from Wales. How would he have got through the medical exam is my question if he couldn't speak with the doctor who was fondling his bollocks. So Shinsuke Knocker's locker room was nothing more than a dark room with the lights turned off with one man sitting there with a screen on. I am thinking teenage boy after mum and dad have gone to bed. I don't know about you. Maybe Shinsuke Knocker's got his own set of wank fests in WWE, if you know what I mean. Ooh, a royal celebration in England. I can't wait to attend that. Ah. But speaking about that royal celebration,
Made a grave mistake, Corey.
cancel the royal wedding. The royal wedding takes place on Saturday, May the 19th, and the royal celebration takes place on the 15th. They don't happen on the same day, so why would you need to cancel the royal wedding? I mean, of course, they should be cancelling the royal wedding anyway, since those selfish bastards aren't even giving us loyal taxpayers a bank holiday, but that's besides the point. Well, wouldn't you just know it, Charlotte's reaction to her loss at Backlash 2018, curing Billy Kay's Uncle Craig stutter, is not the weirdest method of curing that particular speech impediment. Now, of course, over here in the UK, there's a famous rumour that has neither been confirmed or denied as far as I can see, where Pop Idol winner Gareth Gates quite literally had his stutter shagged out of him by Katie Price, and that is a thing I never ever thought I'd bring up on a video while talking about wrestling. Go back and watch that Charlotte versus Peyton Royce match. In that very moment there, you will see Peyton Royce take something from the playbook of Ryan Dunn. Sorry, Peyton, pal, you and Billy have been a breath of fresh air since getting promoted to the main roster, but that punch there was just whack. I'm white. Now, as we all know by Jack the Jobber's Rest of the Week series, the Defiant Wrestling crew have a hand signal they like to do like the Power Rangers. Now it looks like Billy Kay with her hand motions there while saying, "That was 3, you bloody bastard, that was 3, you flaming Goliath," is angling for a job there, and I don't know why on earth you'd want to do that, but each to their own. And now it's time for this.
Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
Thanks to Brad McNeil for some Beatles-related trivia that may or may not be true. I haven't checked. So as we saw earlier in the show, Sheamus and Cesaro's gear bags had their gear removed and replaced by pancakes. However, Cesaro found his gear in a moment that is symptomatic of WWE shows in 2018. Lads, plot, so these are the key parts of the story that we just need to know. Willies. Being able to do that, was very impressive when you look at Shinsuke Knocker's track record around a set of bollocks. Sing with me, AJ and Shin. AJ and Shin. Riding along and fondling their cocks together. So we learned last night that the Bludgeon Brothers like to stick their WWE action figures in the microwave and melt them. How old are you, pals? Grow the piss up, man. But hey, at least a pair of big bastards admitted that they're rubber-headed, steel mallets are toys. If you hadn't worked that out by now, by the way they bounce every time they throw them down to the ground, you can see clearly now the rain is gone. So judging by her entrance, Mandy Rose's new gimmick is that of a Mr. Krabs meme. Good luck to her. So there he is again, Aiden English out there in front of the crowd, undecided whether he's a heel or a babyface. The crowd are going wild for Rusev Day, and he is shooting them down. I cannot wait for my Bane Spirit Animal to sever ties with that horrible bastard. It's going to be the sweetest moment since Lady Balls lost her arm. Ho ho. Oh! Jesus, come on in here! Christ almighty me! Good barn! That's it for the WTF Moments from this week's Smack Diddly Down Live. I've been Ross from Cultaholic.com. Thank you very much for being a sexual wankfest, and follow me on the Twitter machine at Ross on Wrestling. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, please head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. If anything you can afford to give us would be greatly appreciated and put back into the company for more pleasure of the viewing pleasures. But most importantly of all, do not forget to join us every form of social media apart from Tinder.